nervous right away. You were like, fuck, a German accent, now a Southern accent? This shit ain't gonna stop, is it? This is a fucking rally. It ain't a comedy show. What's happening here? All right. Right on, man. I feel like a lot of y'all are staring at me trying to figure out what the fuck your mechanic's doing here right now. Like, I definitely got that vibe when I walked on. Because you guys were clapping. Sounded like you was having fun. Then you see me. You was like, yeah. Oh, shit. It's always something in Vegas. And I thought it was going to be a timeshare presentation, but nope. Manager at Jiffy Lube right there. It's like, I want to be mad, honey, but we do need an oil change. Let's hear him out. Like, I get what I look like, y'all. Okay, this is a face that'll bring an orgy to a screeching halt. And I know because I speak from experience. I went to a swingers club last weekend. As soon as I walked through the door, they were like, what the fuck is maintenance doing here? Look at how bad he's sweating. Did the AC go out? Let's just wrap this shit up. Hey, while we're on the subject, really quick, clap your hands if you have never been in an orgy. Well, that's what it sounds like, you bunch of losers. You ought to try it sometime. Yeah. A whole lot of fun. Not you, sir. You're excluded from this orgy. Now that I appreciate your enthusiasm. It was a little over the top. I don't know, man. That whole orgy thing's crazy, man. Anybody in here into the swingers lifestyle? You almost got a free drink if you clap. Without a bug you. It's a crazy thing, man. If you've never been in a situation where you've watched or been in a room when someone else is having sex with your spouse, it's kind of a crazy thing because you have, don't laugh, I wasn't fucking. Not yet, I was waiting my turn like a good boy. All right, first off, y'all didn't come to Branson, you came to Sin City. Loosen up, motherfuckers, already. I'm talking about fucking in Sin City. You guys are like, not in this Christian town, you don't have. Y'all better fucking stop. This is Sin City. Jesus ain't got a mailbox here. Loosen the fuck up. He ain't coming here. And I'm telling you right now, if you guys are going to act like a church congregation, I'm going to pass around an offering plate, all right? So either come off them laughs or unask them wallets. Either way, It's a crazy thing when you're in a situation like that, because man or woman, you have to confront your ego at some point. You know what I mean? Like when you're married to someone, you think that they bedded down with you because you're the best they've ever had. And it ain't always like that. You know what I mean? You're the best they had at the moment. And they were afraid it wasn't going to get any better, and then after a couple years, they're having second thoughts. And that goes for both sides of the relationship. Monogamy's fucking boring, I understand, all right? And you get out there and experience it, and next thing you know, you got to test your boundaries. You got to check your fucking ego. This is what I equate it to, okay? Watching someone else have sex with your spouse is a lot like letting somebody else drive your car. You know what I mean? You're like, I fucking know how to drive this thing. Boy, I've been driving it for years. I got this shit down. And then someday somebody else drives it and they get that motherfucker to chirp third gear and you're like, it'll do that? I've been driving it wrong all along. But see, why are you so judgmental? That's a new sound she needs to make. You're drunk, or that's rough. Why is that rough?
Chirp third gear, you never did it.
Sir, I don't believe you've ever driven a stick shift. Shut the fuck up. You can try and shit on the joke, but I can tell by looking at you, you ain't pleased a woman.
No. I'm obviously deficient.
You're deficient. They make pills for that shit. Get it together, sir. I don't even need Cialis and I take it. It's like going off-roading. You don't want to run out of gas. I'm going to have an extra gas tank just in case. You never know. See, dudes are convinced they're born with a limited amount of boners. You know what I mean? You don't know how many you were given. It's like blood cells. You know what I mean? There might be a chance you can't make anymore at some point. It comes a word. All right, sorry, that wasn't a joke. That just made all the guys fucking nervous. They're like, is that a real thing? Are there countdowns on this? Oh no. What number are you at, sir? I don't know if you guys are familiar with it yet, but we have legal marijuana here in Vegas, and I think that's a great thing. I should have known the guys that don't like fucking didn't like drugs either. That's my bad. Called a couple of.
I like weed.
You like weed? You're not fucking my wife, sir. Don't try to play nice now. Yeah, if you'd have been like, I can turn third gear, I'd have been like, I'll introduce you, man. Fuck, right? Look, I'm for legal weed and I'm against legal weed, okay? I'm for legal weed because I can finally make it home without my weed smelling like my butthole, so that's pretty cool. Okay, a few of y'all have had warrants before. The rest of y'all can pay your tickets on time. Must be real fucking nice, dude. And then there's reasons I'm against the legalization of marijuana. One of the reasons I'm against the legalization of marijuana is they didn't prepare our children for it. Right? My kids have no tolerance. Those pussies can't smoke. I'm kidding. They don't have enough allowance money to chip in on this shit. I ain't smoking with them. Their lazy asses don't do enough. Here's what I mean by this, okay? They legalized marijuana January 1st, 2017. Cool. Thanks for finally treating us like adults. It's about fucking time. Right? Downside of this, December 31st, 2016, they were still teaching our kids the DARE program. So as you can imagine, things got a little weird in the old Stotts household. Because my kids caught me smoking on January 4th. Or as I told them the day I started. A few of y'all got it. The rest of y'all are reacting just like the kids right now. And the kids tried to stage an intervention with me, y'all. They really did. They tried to put a stop to it. They were like, look, Dad, we're worried that if you don't stop smoking pot, you're gonna die. I'm like, yo, check this out. If I quit smoking pot, you're gonna die. Uncle Bubba Kush is the only thing keeping you upright right now. Appreciate some of that allowance money back so I can re-up. There's other ways that the legalization of marijuana is changing the landscape. In Nevada especially, is as of 2020, they will no longer do pre-employment drug testing for marijuana. 6 of y'all can't find a job worth a fuck, can you? Your kids won't pee in a cup anymore. You can't get your shit together. I understand. I think it's a good thing, and I'm gonna be very blatantly honest with you guys. I think that drug testing is just a way of fucking with poor people. You know what I mean? Look at how many jobs drug test. Most of them are minimum wage or barely better. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do for a living, sir? Phone sales, okay. Phone sales. You'd probably do a lot better in sales if you were jerking off to them all the time. Like, buy this toaster, yeah. What kind of phone sales do you do?
Insurance.
Insurance, okay. Do you have to drug test for that job?
No.
No, and you shouldn't. Right? What kind of insurance are you selling?
Car warranty, yeah.
Car warranty? Wait a second, you're that motherfucker calling me telling me my car's out of warranty, ain't you? This is him! This is get him, man! This is the rapid dog! Get up! Motherfucker, I don't even own that car anymore. I'm there. It got repoed and I gotta hear that the fucking thing's out of warranty now? Oh, you son of a bitch. I never thought I'd meet you in person! Okay, sorry. What's that? All three of you do this? Oh, just all three of you? I like how she's like, I ain't included with these motherfuckers. The only reason I'm still fucking him, he's getting benefits. Other than that, I don't know. What about you, sir? What do you do for a living? Manufacturing. Methamphetamine? You really want to clarify? A lot of shit you can manufacture, sir. Hospital gowns? You can't make the ropes a little closer so I can hide my asshole? Fuck around and with an orgy with that guy. I don't want to be wearing that robe. Alright, so do you have to drug test for that job? Why? What are you going to do? You going to put too cool of a floral pattern on a fucking robe one day? Right, there's no point. They should allow you to get high at work. Like, man, right here, what do you do? You what? You're a project manager? Okay, what kind of projects do you manage? You do what? Stadium projects? Oh, humanitarian projects. Sorry, I'm from the South. I can't understand your fucking dialect, you know what I mean? And I can't admit it because then I sound right. Oh, that wasn't inner dialogue. Right. Do you have to drug test for that? No, right. Why? Okay, here's my motivation for this shit. Okay, many moons ago, I went for a job where I was going to be making $7 an hour. Okay, keep your panties on, ladies. I know that's a lot of money. And the manager, who was probably making $10 an hour, told me that I was lucky to have a job there and that I needed to pass a drug test. It's like, dude, I'm making $7 an hour. You're lucky I don't rob you blind. You know what I mean? I'm making $7 an hour and I gotta pass a drug test. I can't afford drugs. And even if I could afford drugs, that's the only thing making this bullshit job worthwhile. You know what I mean? Don't you want to walk into Burger King and the guy behind the counter just be as red-eyed as you? Right? You're like, fuck yeah, I picked a good day to wear a Pink Floyd t-shirt. Boys getting extra burger patties today. Yeah, no, totally. If you start the Wizard of Oz with the Dark Side of the Moon, I get it. Give me that fucking patty, man. Like, I'm okay with all kinds of people being high on the job. I'm okay with police officers being high on the job. Right? First off, it would take care of a lot of social issues. And second off, how awesome would it be to get pulled over by a cop that's just as high as you? You know where I pulled you over, son? Not a clue, officer. Fuck me either. All right, Sarge, I guess we'll try this shit again next weekend. I'll leave a little earlier so you don't fuck up my time. Like, I'm okay with everybody being high on the job. Okay, I would be cool with a damn surgeon being high on the job. You know what I mean? Do you want a surgeon that smoked 3 joints or had 4 cups of coffee? But if we're going to change the way we look at the results of drug tests when it comes to marijuana, I think we should change the way we look at the results of drug tests when it comes to other drugs, y'all. And one of those drugs is crystal meth. I didn't expect you guys to be on board with this. I've seen y'all laugh. Most of y'all got all your teeth, I understand. Meth is not a very glamorous drug. There's nothing cool about it. I get it, right? One little line, pow, you're awake for 24 hours. And when you're somewhere like Las Vegas, I get it. There's 24 hours worth of shit to do. Play on, player. And if you get addicted to it, you just got caught up in the game, and that's all for you, you know? But when you live somewhere like, say, Victorville, California, why are you doing meth? There ain't 24 hours worth of shit to do. Your Walmart closes at midnight. Right? That's why you're restanding your cabinets at 3 a.m. and rebuilding the carburetor to your car by 5. You ain't got shit to do. But here's what happens. Let's say one day old Cracky McCracken decides he wants to get his shit together. Okay, he wants to go get him a job making $7 an hour. And he goes in there and they tell him he's got to pass a drug test, and he pees in the cup and they go, ooh, you tested positive for meth. You're a crackhead. And then he scampers off into the darkness to steal the copper out of your AC while you're sleeping. But let's say we change the way we look at the results of drug tests, and man, we can change the world. Right? Instead of being like, you tested positive for meth, you're a crackhead. What if they were like, you tested positive for meth? You'll work overtime. You are totally cool with 15-hour days. Just don't steal any shit. We're going to weigh you when you walk in, weigh you when you walk out. Welcome to the squad. We're going to save a shit ton on dental. All right, let's say you test positive for LSD. They're like, cool, welcome to the graphic arts department. Let's make some posters. Or if you test positive for heroin, they just hand you a harmonica and go, here, you'll figure it out. Thank you. Is it that or is it the methamphetamine? Speak up, sir. Do you need an oxygen or an EpiPen? We have to know. Oh man, look, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I'm gonna say something to you that I don't think you're gonna be on board with, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think it's time that we shut down the internet. Okay. A few of y'all laughed at that. The rest of y'all are like, no! Please don't take away my digital pornography. Right? And I completely understand, right? Because no one wants to go back to analog porn. You guys remember the dark ages? Huh? Remember the cave days? Remember this shit right here? Whack, whack, whack. Flip. Whack, whack, whack. Flip. Okay, the more uncomfortable y'all get, the longer I'm gonna do this shit. I'm just letting you know. I got at least 4 more minutes of whack, 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 flip in me. Try me, motherfuckers. I've seen you do it. Look, there's a lot of reasons I think we ought to shut down the internet, guys, and I'll start with one of them that I think is a very important reason. I'm all for making fun of one another. I think busting balls is a great little tradition that keeps your ecosystem in check. I think it's a good thing. We've reached a point with the internet where people are just saying mean shit to one another that don't even make any sense, okay? And let me give you an example. The other day I jumped on Twitter and I decided to make fun of the president, and before you hurl your rotten produce at me, hear me out. I'm a political atheist. I think that both sides are a dumpster fire, and until we push this shit off a cliff and start anew, none of it means shit to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make fun of whichever asshole gets the job. Thanks, guys. The revolution starts in front of the sex shop. Just go in there and grab the biggest dildo you can find. We're taking our daughter. So I did that. I made fun of the president. The very first insult I got didn't make any fucking sense, y'all. The very first insult I got was a guy telling me that I needed to go back to Africa. All right. Glad y'all got that joke, because I had to redirect old boy to my profile picture. I was like, sir, my people come from the Caucasus Mountains. I don't think you know what you're talking about. The next insult was equally as stupid. The next person told me that I needed to move out of my mom's basement and leave the trailer park. Hey, all right, a few of y'all are laughing. The rest of y'all grew up with fancy-ass foundations under your house. Well, real fucking Another reason I think we ought to shut down the internet is it has turned everyone into experts on shit they ain't got no experience in.
That's true.
Right? Sir, you're not the voice of reason right now. Please don't agree with me. I mean, I appreciate the positivity. I do. We established earlier, you make bad decisions, all right? Look, there's a lot of shit that goes down, okay? And a lot of people, they'll say they know what to do, and when it comes down to it, they ain't got a clue, okay? Let me give you a for instance, all right? Not too long ago, something popped up on my Facebook feed to where all my friends had to let me know they were one of two things. Okay, they were either a perfect parent or an expert gorilla handler. All right, a few of y'all know what I'm talking about. The rest of y'all, let me refresh your memory, okay? A young lady in Cincinnati took her 4 kids to the zoo, and one of them fell in a gorilla pit. Right? And the whole internet thought they had the answer. Ooh, you should have shot the gorilla. No, you should have tranquilized the gorilla. No, you should have shot the parents. No, you should have shot the baby. Okay, maybe I was the only person making that last suggestion. I'm just saying. The point of this is that no one has the right idea in that situation, and I'll prove it. Like, sir, right here, how many children do you have? 0. Everybody give it up for old Johnny Pullout over here. Way to go, sir. Oh, Jimmy Jizz on towel over here. Way to go, sir. What's that? They swim in circles. I only have so much time, and I can't fuck with that, sir. There's a lot to unpack here. There really is. What about you, sir? How many kids do you have? 0. All right. So you guys live under the same fucking power line. Cool. What about you, sir? You seem like a man that leaves it in. Okay, 3 kids. Good. So let's say you're at the zoo one day and one of your 3 little precious babies falls in the gorilla pit. What do you do, sir? I don't know. Jesus, are you paying child support on him? All right, man, I don't know where you guys are from, but whenever you go back there, here's what I want you to do, okay? I want you to go directly into your house. I want you to walk directly into the kitchen. I want you to open up the cupboard and grab that world's greatest dad coffee mug. Throw that motherfucker on the ground. You have to have an answer there, sir. I love doing this joke, man. People have all kinds of answers, but here's mine. When people like to turn it on me, and I have 4 kids, and they're like, Bobby, what would you do if one of your 4 kids fell in a gorilla pit? And I'm like, well, I'd ask which one. Right? Because if it was the asshole kid, he just became a lesson to the other 3. All right, guys. I've been Bobby Wayne Scott. Thanks for playing along.